Have you ever heard of Smashfest? Well, you should know it by now, because after 7 years, it's a staple of the hockey calendar. Partly because it's in the middle of the summer and there's almost never any news. Also in part, it's full of celebrities and NHL players. And of course, it's for a good cause. Dominic Moore is one of the co-founders of Smashfest. You probably know him. He was a Leaf last year. He's been a member of many teams. He's played 897 career NHL games. It's simple. It's supposed to be a table tennis tournament between NHL players, but it's also just kind of a social where everyone gets together and has some drinks and fun. It's held at Steam Whistle Brewery, that's kind of important. But primarily it's to raise money for rare cancer research and also concussion research. And over the past 7 years, the tournament has raised $865,000 for those causes. There's lots of cool things that they auction off. I saw jerseys, figures, some hand-painted paddles, and someone bid on a private jet trip to a hockey game worth $18,000. Yeah, that was the winning bid. Oh, is that all it was? Here, just let me go to the ATM real quick. But enough from me. Here's a little history on the tournament itself from the man himself, Dominic Moore.
I mean, in year one, we started with kind of a quirky idea and we weren't sure how it would be received, and we raised $25,000, which is great. We were really happy with that. We were really happy to put on a fun event. Now in year 7, to see what it's become, it's a testament to everyone that's involved, including you guys. Everyone involved, from the players, the sponsors, like I said, the guests that take part in this. And also, it's just a testament to the event itself. It's fun. It's a win-win for everyone involved. So we couldn't be more proud.
Now, most of the players in attendance were active NHL players, but there was at least one Hockey Hall of Famer there to lend his time and his table tennis paddle to the cause. You might know him as Doug Gilmour. And he was there for fun, but he also wanted to emphasize the importance of the research being done.
I can look back in the 1980s when I played and had certain things, and it's something that's very important. And as 9 months ago, my mom passed away, and she had dementia. So again, guys, this is all connected, and somehow hopefully get it cured.
Of course, this tournament also has a competitive side. First, there's team table tennis, the Pro-Am. Then there's the singles. And it's serious, like it's no joke. I've been a bunch of times, and if you don't have your head in the swivel, you're gonna get whacked. A couple years ago, I got whacked with a ball. I'm like, ow, I pick it up and it's got writing on it. And it said, "To Burr, no hard feelings, signed Patrick Eaves." And I look up and it's Alex Burrows, and I'm like, I think this is yours. And those guys are actually disgusting table tennis players. Two guys who aren't as competitive at table tennis and were more there out of the goodness of their own hearts were the Leafs, Zach Hyman and Connor Brown.
Between the two of you, who's got the better game?
Yes. I'll agree.
But I'm not good.
Yeah. He's actually playing in the pro tournament. I'm not, so I'm excited to see him. Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
Now, apart from the importance and the raising money and also the competitiveness of Smashfest, it's also turned into a huge news item on the hockey calendar. It's in the middle of the summer. There's usually not a whole lot going on. There was a little bit of news this week, but prior to that, there was nothing going on. And because of the huge names that are at this event, and because a lot of these players haven't talked to the media in a while, reporters ask a lot of questions. And if Doug Gilmour shows up to a table tennis tournament in the middle of Toronto in the middle of the summer, naturally, you ask him about John Tavares.
This is a ping pong tournament right now, but John's a professional, and you know what? He made the decision to come here, which is the right decision, and going to make the team that much better.
Now, there are a few people speaking there, but most of the news seemed to come from William Nylander, who was amazingly talkative. He's usually kind of shy, doesn't give very long answers, but at this one he spoke for like over 3 minutes. And some of the questions were fun, like someone asked him about his beard.
With Lou Lamoriello gone, are you start going to let the facial hair go wild now, or what?
I mean, for now during the summer, we'll see what happens once the season starts and what the rules will be then.
And very quickly, people were like, yeah, those questions are cute. Willie, do you have any update on your contract talks?
Nothing since Zach's golf tournament, so it's just going slow, and that's what Kyle wants, so any questions you can direct back to Kyle.
Any questions you can direct back to Kyle, as in Dubas. To which Sportsnet's Luke Fox said, yeah, that's great, but let me ask another question.
Would you want it to be long-term, like you want 8 years, or would you be happy doing something shorter term?
I mean, of course I want long-term, that's fun. We'll take it slow, day by day, and see what happens.
Alright, there it is. That was maybe the juiciest news item to come out of this scrum. And when Luke tweeted it out, it was over 200 retweets and 1,300 likes. Because since Dubas's now favorite "we can and we will" quote, people have been wondering, alright, are the Leafs going to give Nylander a bridge deal or do something long term? Right here, Nylander straight up said in front of microphones and cameras he wants to sign a long-term contract. It's early August, training camp is about a month away, we'll see how this evolves. And obviously Nylander was also asked about John Tavares, and he talked about how he was on the ice with him recently, and he said the stuff he was doing out there was pretty sick. And I know that's probably a nothing quote, but it's early August, and if you're a Leafs fan, you gotta be going, but relax, it wasn't all Leafs. Vancouver Canucks forward Sam Gagner was also there, and the Canucks have been in the news. Obviously Trevor Linden taking a step back, and Gagner was asked about that.
Yeah, it was a surprise. Came a bit out of the blue for a lot of us, but I think he's meant a lot to the franchise, and with everything he's been able to accomplish as a player and as an executive, and I think you're going to miss him in that role.
And we can't talk about Smashfest without acknowledging that the champ is here. Patrick Eaves, who heading into this year was the 3-time champion of Smashfest, disgusting, amazing table tennis player, not to mention Anaheim Ducks forward, and he was asked about the Ducks' old/new jersey design.
Yeah, I was really excited to see. We were hoping they would, kind of go older school for our big 25th year, and I think they did a great job. So, growing up as a child, a fan of Mighty Ducks, it was pretty cool to see when they came out with it.
Just in case you don't know what Eaves is talking about, the Ducks went back to this logo, which, by the way, these aren't the colors at all. For some reason, they were selling this shirt in Scotland, and I'm not gonna not buy it. If you want it, see if Primark has it online. I think it cost about £9, which I know, that's kind of heavy for a shirt. Back to Patrick Eaves, though. You might know a couple seasons ago, he was traded to the Ducks late in the season, and he did excellently with them, scoring 11 goals in 20 games. He only played 2 games last season, still scored a goal though, and then missed 80 games, dealing with health issues and misdiagnosis, but he reported that he was fine, and that's excellent news for Ducks fans and excellent news in general. And finally, when it came to the table tennis, what happened? During the Pro-Am, William Nylander's team actually won the whole thing, along with Sportsnet's Sam Constantino. Nylander had a great day, going all the way to the Final Four of the semi-final, but unfortunately, he lost. To who, you might ask? Then Carolina Hurricane, current Buffalo Sabre, Jeff Skinner. And while Jeff had an excellent night, he just wasn't a match for his opponent in the final. 4-time champion, the beard himself, Patrick Eaves, who, by the way, has a table tennis coach. And I know that because I read Luke Fox's article on Sportsnet.ca, 21 fun things that we learned at Smashfest. I'll link to it down below. And if you like this video and want to learn even more about it, you should give it a read. You should also click like and subscribe. And if you'd like to donate yourself, visit Smashfest.ca.